Next video. In today's video I will show you how to do face detection inside your Flutter application. So first of all, I have created a default Flutter project, and the face detection will be done via using Google's Mlkit library. So inside main.dart, as you can see, I have created a stateful widget called my homepage, and first I am asking the camera permission. So I have created a method channel for it, and this camera permission is only specific to Android. Because for iOS we don't have to write any extra code for asking camera permission. So this is the code for asking camera permission, and once camera permission is granted, we are displaying this camera view. Now I have created another widget called my camera view.dart, and inside this I have created a stateful widget, and I have created a camera view. Then I have created some create params, and if the image URL, so here you can see I am displaying a native view, and first we open our camera view, which you can see over here, and the camera view, once it detects a face, it will save that image to our storage and send an image URI in the case of Android, as well as a local identifier in case of iOS, from native side to the Dart side. So here you will get that, and once we get that, we are immediately displaying a native image view, and rest is boilerplate code for showing a native view. So for Android, go to app, go to build.gradle, and first of all you have to change the min SDK version to 23. Next, add this camera versions, so camera X library to your project, and next we add a coil as well. So coil is used for loading an image from a URI inside an image view, and for face detection you have to add this library. Next, go to src main android manifest.xml, and here you have to add this permission of camera as well as write external storage. And for face detection you also have to add this metadata. Next, you have to go to Kotlin. First I have copy pasted this code from Google's GitHub. So this is used to convert it is used to convert an image to a bitmap. So like you can just go through this code, like even I don't understand much of it. It is just kind of like a boilerplate class or a helper class or a utility class for getting us the bitmap image, and I will show you where exactly we are using this as well. Also, you have to create this frame metadata.java class, which is used inside this bitmap utils. Okay, once that is done, go to main activity.kt, and here you can see we are asking for the camera permission as well as write external storage, and here we are requesting the permission. If it is true, then we are sending true, else false. Boilerplate method for checking whether all permissions has been granted or not, and here we are registering our camera view first, then our image view, as well as asking once the camera permission is called, this method gets triggered. Next, we have to define camera view factory.kt. like this is boilerplate code for defining any kind of a native view. Next, I have defined my image view factory.kt, and again this is boilerplate code for defining any type of an native Android view. Next, I would go to my ImageView.kt. so here you can see I am just creating an image view, and I am using the load method of coil library to load the image URL inside the image view. You can customize the image view as you want, like specify width and height according to your needs. Next, inside camera view.kt, like so for most of this code I have copied this from documentation. So this is like boilerplate code which we have to create. So this image capture camera provider the preview view to show our camera, and I have created this method channel for sending the image URI back to the Dart side, and this is analysis use case as well as for analysis use case for every frame that has been captured by camera. And this entire code, like this is, we are not using this, but like I have just given it for your reference, but this is the code for face detection detector. Next I have defined a preview view and set the layout params, and here we are setting up our camera. And then here this process image proxy runs on every frame. So from the image proxy we are getting the media image, and from the media image we are getting this image, input image I think. Then we are passing the input image to our detector, and as soon as a face is detected I am stopping the camera. So if you don't want to stop the camera and keep on detecting faces, you can just comment out this line, but once a face is detected I am stopping the camera, and I'm getting the bounds for that face. And this is the utils class. This is where we are using to get bitmap image from image proxy. And once we get that, we are cropping that bitmap according to the bounds that has been got from the face. So we can just crop the face from that particular image. And once we get that bitmap, we are saving that to our local storage. Now this bit of code is like just for your reference. So if you're interested, like what is the right eye open probability, what is the smile probability, where is the left eye contour, upper lip bottom contour, yeah, all that stuff. And this is on add fail listener as well as add complete listener. Next, this is the boilerplate code for storing an image inside your external storage. So yeah, and here you can see we are sending back the URI to Dart side. And this is boilerplate code for camera, and this is again boilerplate code for starting the camera. So yeah, that's it for Android side. Now for iOS, go to info.plist, go to runner. First you have to create this pod file. So what I have done is that if you the pod file is not automatically created inside your Flutter project. So what I did was to create this pod file, I just added this dependency of URL launcher. You can add any dependency which creates a pod file. If it is a real Flutter project, you will definitely have some dependency which will create this pod file. So I have just added this. Now inside pod file you have to add this library. Okay, and then run pod install from the root of your iOS directory. It will install the dependency. Then go to appdelegate.swift, and here we are registering our camera view as well as our image view. Next, I have defining the factory method for our image view. This is boilerplate code, and same for our camera view as well. I am defining the factory method for it. Next, inside info.plist, I am asking for camera permission, photo library as well as photo library usage description. Next, I have defining so this is the code for defining your native image view. And here you can see once I get the image URL from Dart side, I am creating the native view, adding it to our sub view and getting the actual photo by its local ID. So this is the code for it. Okay, next for camera view native view, this I have copy pasted mostly from Stack Overflow. So here you can see that this is boilerplate code for showing the camera, and this is for face detection, and this is the channel for sending the local identifier of our image from native side to Dart side. And here we are initializing that, creating our native view. So here you can see this is for face detection and this is for our camera. Then self.av setup AV capture, like this is remains the same whenever you have to show a camera, so this also remains the same. Okay, and this is the code for cropping image. So once a face is detected, what I'm doing is that I'm stopping the camera and cropping just the face from that particular captured image. So here we are getting image buffer, and to create an image UI image from an image buffer, I have created an extension for it, which you can see over here. This is the extension for it. So I am getting an UI image, and from that I am creating a vision image and passing it to our face detector. And once a face is detected, I am just stopping the camera over here. But if you want to continuously detect face, you can just comment out this line. And once a frame has been detected for a particular face, I am passing it to the crop image function and getting a new UI image and saving it to our photo library. And once that is saved, I am getting the URL which I am sending it back to Dart side. Now this code is just for your reference. If you are interested, you can use it. Now this is for stopping the camera, and this is extension of UI image. So saving to photo library, you can use this as well as this. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.